gentlemen, this is PonyWar here. So I've got a tiny little bit of Battlefield 4 gameplay for you on Operation Locker. We're playing a little bit of Conquest at the moment. Bearing in mind, this is my first video on my channel. It'll probably not be the best video ever, but here goes anything. So like I said, at the moment I'm going to be using the SAR 21. I've only just unlocked this gun, so I have hardly any attachments for this gun at the moment. I'm also going to be using the Scar H and a little bit of the MX, I think it's the MX4? I can't remember what the gun's called, but we will find out later on in the video. So as you can see, at the moment, literally bog standard, absolutely nothing on this gun. So we're going for the SAR 21, the basic loadout of the P2286. And let's go right into it. So, I mean, I'm used to playing consoles, so I mean, for me to go from PC to console is quite a big difference. So we've got a little guy down here. I don't think I get this guy. Shot in the back. This should have been a simple kill, though you can see my terrible shooting. No, I got that guy. Yes, this one. Wow. And he just like slowly wanders off. Okay, so we're gonna deploy again.
We've neutralized objective Echo.
Oh, I got the stairs on this one. Yeah, guys, I don't really get many kills in this vid. Well, I get about 26 to 18, I think, so I don't do too badly this game. Compared to other games I've done where I've got at least about 40 kills.
Objective Alpha has been neutralized.
But I'm yet to bring along one of them videos for you. I will probably eventually bring one along. Just haven't had time to it, considering this is my first video for my channel. So, I mean, like I said, coming from the console, I literally just built my own PC. I mean, compared to the console from PC, it's a very big difference. I mean, Battlefield 4 at the moment is literally one of my best games. The series of Battlefields have always been the best games I've ever had. I mean, I used to have a PC and I was playing the old Battlefields like Battlefield 2142 and a bit of Battlefield 2. That was basically the best game you could have ever got. So you got me there, right in that bloody tower. I don't even think we shoot it down in this game because my team isn't exactly playing great. But yeah, as I was saying, so obviously some of the games I used to play on my old PC were obviously a lot of Battlefield games, and then I went on to the console games. So firstly I got myself a PlayStation 1. I was about 10 years old when I first got that one. And after that, I went on to the PlayStation 2. And I gotta admit, the graphics on the PS1 to the PS2 were quite good. Well, for the time, it was about, I can't remember when the PS2 came out, about 2003, 2004. So at the time, some of the games that came out of it were just astonishing. Some of the graphics and the gameplay on them were really good for the time. And then after that, I went to the PlayStation 3, blooming bulky thing. I think I paid about £420. This was, you're talking about the 60 gig bad boy boxes here. These were about 6 kilos, something like that. Really heavy. Pain in the ass to move. I remember that on mine I bloody broke the panel off the first bit of it, so that was well, quite annoying considering I paid £420 for it. And I still have my PS3 now after having it for at least 5, 6 years. So I got one of the standard ones, and after the PS3 I went on to Xbox, surprisingly. So most of the time I've always been a PS4 boy, and I changed my mind and went to Xbox. I think I did that because most of my mates were going on to Xbox, so I decided that I'd go onto Xbox. And I mean, it was a great improvement from the PlayStation 3. Personally, I thought the Xbox was so much better. I mean, after that, I went on to the PlayStation 4 that I currently have at the moment, and then I came onto the PC, which I would gladly say I would never go back to. I mean, I'd never go back to a console now, after having this PC for a few weeks, few months now. I mean, the graphic difference is just jaw-dropping. I mean, I was getting about 110 frames a second on Battlefield 4. And I mean, at the moment, I'm playing at ultra spec. This is at full spec. This is the highest spec I can get my game to go at. I mean, currently my PC spec's got a GTX 970 in the box. You can imagine it does run quite hot at times, and it does get quite loud. I mean, as I was playing this, you could hear obviously the rotors, or the fans, should I say, motoring up. It does get to quite a hot speed, 70 degrees, depending on what type of game I'm playing. Really, I tested it on Battlefield, and it was getting up to about 65 degrees, so it was getting quite hot. But then again, I was playing at ultra spec, so that's more than likely why. As you see, I'll just chuck a couple of YouTube videos for that guy. Check out this guy, Scary Mace. What is Maze? Mace, okay. Have any of you guys played Scary Maze game? Jesus, I think I played that. Absolutely shit stuff. Don't know why I'm going off chat, but... So as I say, I think one of the times I did try and run out and try and jump these two. Didn't actually work. So I think this is where I changed the Scar H. I was getting a bit pissed off. It's obviously I've been playing with the Scar H for a very long time. So this is me just editing it a little bit. I think the only thing I do here is change the camo. Yep, I have done. So I get bored eventually of trying to attack that position, so I decide to go and flank around the right hand side. So I come around the side, and I'm gonna. I was trying to try and kill this guy, get this guy. So I mean, I get a little bit here, but there's. I think I jump in, and there's eventually I come around here again, and there's quite a few people around here, so it gets quite difficult. So obviously I'm running down the right flank at the moment, and I'm going to go in, I think I go in this one. Now come in here. And then I don't know why I go in there for some reason. And at the moment, there are quite a lot of the enemy team over on that side. So I get a couple kills here. I don't do great, but I do get a few kills. So obviously I kill that guy. I think there's another guy over there. But I mean, literally I've just come around the back. All of them are spawning right there, so we're just ponying most of them down. Yeah, that's the freaking guy that gets me. Comes around the corner with his ACR. Takes me out in a couple seconds. I mean, that RPM on the ACR is about 900 rounds a minute, so you're not really going to beat that with a SCAR. Even though the SCAR does more damage, really the ACR is just too quick. It's very hard to handle. It's a very hard hitting gun, but it's very hard to handle. I mean, the SCAR, on the other hand, it's a very hard gun to handle as well. I mean, in this one, you see me get, I think I get a triple, or 4 kills, and that's it. No, ooh, nearly 5. So yeah, like I said, I did alright in this game. I didn't do great, but I did do alright. So yeah, I'm gonna jump in straight in with my squad. Back up this side again. Gonna medic this guy. You've got to help your teammates at Battlefield 4. That is one of the main things when you're playing this game. You need to play a teamwork, otherwise you will not basically win the game. This is kind of thing that I don't like about Call of Duty. There always seems to be no teamwork in Call of Duty. It always seems to be just one player. It's always solo based. Whereas Battlefield, you're normally in a squad of people. You can talk to you can talk to them, and you can communicate, and you can get around the battlefield quite easily. No, they give away their positions. You can easily tell where the enemy is. But I mean, Battlefield 4, it's always been about teamwork. Every Battlefield that I've played has always been about teamwork. I mean, you've got to flank, you've got to go round, and you've got to work with your team. Otherwise, you just fail completely. So yeah, really, I've been using the Sky H for a little while now. I mean, I'm doing pretty well with it. I mean, I've got about 4 or 5 attachments with it at the moment. I'm gonna probably do a few videos for you lot, try and unlock each, or trying some gameplay out with the Scar. Obviously, I've played a little bit in this game. But I mean, it's a very good gun. It's a very good all-rounder gun. I mean, for amateurs in this game, I would really suggest to use it. I mean, it's very hard hitting, like I said. It's got a pretty good rate of fire. The rate of fire is not great, but I mean, it's very hard hitting. Does a lot of damage. I think the damage on it is about 30 DPS. I can't remember what it was, but it was one of the highest damage guns on the game. It's not the highest damage gun, but it's a very good gun. I think the Bulldog comes in first. And I mean, really, it's going to be a very long time before I get that Bulldog. I've only just started the game, so I think I'm level 7, something like that, so very low level. So I get killed by that freaking FAMAS guy. That guy did. I was quite raging at that point. Barry Cosmos. Like I said, I did alright. I didn't be great in this game. So, I mean, working with a team, try and blow up. I'll blow up this wall here to see if there were any enemies. There's a guy there. Don't know why I didn't chuck a grenade or do anything there. I could have saved that guy. Could have killed him. I'm dodging bullets on the other side. Try and shoot this guy. I think I get a headshot here, and he shoots me. I don't know how that is even possible. He's had 0 health and still shot me. But obviously this is Battlefield 4. So yeah, I got a bit confused here. I didn't know actually where I spawned. I don't know why he was up there for some reason. I mean, there was no enemies around, so I don't know really why he was up there. This is where we struggled. This is where our team struggled a little bit, because they were plunging down with, I think, some M249s. They had some heavy LMGs out, so they were shooting us quite a lot down this bit. I did get shot a few times, but I did manage to get one of them. Not the best idea is what I was doing. Got shot with a sniper. Easy picking for him. I do get revived though. And then I decided to flank around. Why getting shot at? So yeah, now we're going to go around for the main objective, which is A. Basically their spawn point is... I think that's A. Or whatever the flag was. We were trying to, basically their spawn point was around there, so we're trying to take this, we're trying to camp them in their spawn point, but it wasn't exactly working. We did eventually win the game, but it wasn't the easiest game to play. This is obviously where we're catching most of the ejectors now, so we're trying to push them back, all the way back to their spawn. I got a little bit confused here because there was a lot of enemies around this area, but I didn't know where they were. So here's me just moving the mouse furiously around, trying to find some people. I finally found out there is actually one behind me. Nearly get this guy that I was a bit disappointed about. Because I thought I had this guy. I did a little bit of a crouch move, tried to spin the mouse around as quick as I could, but it didn't really work. So look at you, we're going to jump back at E, that's it, not A. So I get him in the back, shoot this guy in the back. I don't know how I did not kill that guy there. Obviously he's got the CZ3A1, that's a very good gun. Very, very fast pace. If you like games like COD, then I suggest you use this. This is when I get pissed off, so I've started to use my quick gun. Though, I don't do really that good first hand. I think I get about 4 or 5 kills with this gun. I don't get many. Obviously it's close quarters and this map it is close quarters, but it's not. There's a lot of close quarter combat in here, but you know, you've got to use guns normally with heavy barrels. You know, there's a lot of corridors and then there's a lot of long range engagements. Obviously I get killed by that guy, MG4. Wind Talk something. So yeah, like I said, the MX4, it's not a bad gun. I mean, it's the first gun you start off with the engineer class. I mean, you get 30 rounds, so it's pretty similar to assault rifle roundage. I mean, very quick rate of fire. I think it's about 800 to 900 rounds a minute. Very stable. If you get a full grip on it, it's a very stable gun. Very good for close quarters. So obviously we're taking the tickets down to about 90 now. So we're on 498, 91. We started off with nearly 800. So as you can imagine, the enemy hasn't really killed many of us and kept many of the flags. So we did very well in this game. Well, I didn't, but the team did. And you're probably wondering, if you're watching this, I've been killed quite a lot. My kill count did go up quite a lot, so it wasn't doing great. So obviously we're taking the ticket zones now to about 60. We're doing very well. Kill that guy. This is where I struggled a little bit, because they're behind cover, and this is where this gun struggles. When they're a little bit too far out, you can't get the good targets, and especially when they're shooting at you. This guy, I don't even know what I did there. There was a guy on the left hand side. I could easily have killed that guy. 8% health as well. That did piss me off that time. Okay, I'm going to spawn again with my squad. See right below us, there's a guy there. I've got a kill assist for him. Got my teammate to kill that guy. Well, I nearly had him, but he got him first. A few guys there I didn't kill. That guy annoyed me again. That Barry Cosmos is... he must have killed me a lot of... well, 3 for 3. So we're even, really. But he was a very good player in that game. He was playing very well. So this is where the enemy tried to go on a counter-attack. They're trying to take the middle objective. I can't remember what objective it was. I think it's C. They were trying to catch C, literally coming from everywhere. This is where I got quite a lot of kills. This is where the Scar excels. If you're in medium range, it does very well. And then I kind of got killed from the back. I did see him coming down the stairs. I should have, really. Fortunately, the assault class doesn't really have any claymores on anything, so you can't really protect yourself from the back. You've got to rely really on your teammates for that. And there we go. Won the game. Did pretty well. And that, guys, this is my first video, so I do hope you enjoy it. Otherwise, really, the kill death ratio was shit, but you know, it was a pretty good game recently. Anyway, give it a like and subscribe.